Elantris is the first Cosmere book ever published, and in my opinion, is the worst one, at least among the books that I've read. But it's still pretty good. It's a worthwhile read for existing Cosmere fans. Sanderson was clearly still figuring things out at this point, but you can still see some of the marks of his writing that would define the Cosmere going forward. From an unconventional premise to a darker tone than other fantasy books, to main characters trying their hardest to be heroic despite still being flawed, etc. Elantris takes place in the world of Cell, where there is this city called, well, Elantris, which chooses people to become demigods essentially, or it did. You see, when someone got chosen, they used to gain magic powers and a shiny new look, but since 10 years ago, everyone in it, and everyone else who gets chosen from now on, is instead turned into a dirty, decaying wretch, with powers that no longer work and bodies that no longer heal, but still decay and feel every ounce of pain and hunger. Yet, they cannot die. Our primary protagonist is Prince Raoden, the prince of the neighboring kingdom of Erelon, who was just set to be married. Instead, he quickly gets shoved into the city of Elantris, and his death is faked. Once there, he sees that the place is completely in ruins, and the people are either on their own or in gangs, and they'll eat anything just to satiate their never-ending hunger. Raoden then dedicates himself to at least try to make things better for the people of Elantris. He's going to organize people to work together for the benefit of all, get food out to more people, and to see if it's possible to figure out how to relearn the magic of Aeon Door, and maybe even restore the city to its former glory. But there are two other point of view characters. Princess Serene, who arrives in Erelon thinking she was going to marry Raoden, but once she gets there after reconnecting with her family, she still wants to establish herself in the political sphere of Erelon. And she's quite clever and able to outmaneuver all the king's attempts to dismiss her and stand up to one other individual. That being our third protagonist, Yorn Hrathen, a religious man from the nation of Fjordell, which forcibly converts entire nations to its religion of Shudirith, and demolishes any who do not submit to their rule. Hrathen sincerely believes in this mission, believing it's what's best for everyone. But he's also motivated by a desire to convert people peacefully because he knows that if he doesn't, the armies of Fjordell will come anyway and destroy the unbelievers. So he does so even when he has to resort to manipulation and trickery and needless fear-mongering. A lot of compelling themes and a lot of complex plot lines for a first published book. Not everything Sanderson does here is consistent with what he does later in the Cosmere, nor is his style fully defined at this point. But as a Cosmere fan, I still felt like this story hit on most of what I like about Sanderson's writing. The only major negative is that it drags a bit in the middle. Aside from that, I'd still recommend it to anyone already invested in the Cosmere.